When I talk about alien contact, I'm talking about interdimensional contact with aliens in higher dimensions. Beings that in a higher dimension would appear to us as energy. And to us, from their perspective, we appear very differently. That doesn't mean they're spirit beings. That's the human construct thinking. This is a very primitive human thinking. Yes, human beings die and become spirits, but that they can manifest themselves in this reality with craft. They can fly out of other dimensions into this reality in vehicles that can be seen and documented. Okay, UFO sightings, things like that. Yes, you get aliens from other planets, but this is my what I'm on about. So I don't go out in the woods and there's a UFO landed there and walk up and touch a girl and hi, this is Beniicos, she's there in front of me. It's not like that. And so in recent times in my life, in very recent times, I've gone through some pretty bad experiences and bad hardships. I won't talk about very personal things involving other people. And one in particular, I'm going through a phase in my life of loss. And when this happened to someone I cared about, I had Benico. I was seeing her. It was like a vision of her. I've never seen her like this before. It was very, very incredible. And there was a series of dreams that were haunting, waking me. And I could look over there and she was there, even in my waking period. I could feel, I could see it very clearly. An impression in my mind, I was seeing this. Electronic voice phenomena recordings backed it up. And I've always said that the difference between gurus, spiritual stuff, and the alien phenomena and interdimensional contact with aliens, the difference is simple. It's defined as, I'm going to pick on him. Corey Good would say, go meditate. It's an interpersonal journey within. You must be spiritual and enlightened. Look within. Look within. Interdimensional contact is the same thing with all other UFO research. It's looking out there. Look out there. Go outside, look up in the night sky, look over there, look over there. It's all about looking out. Looking out. Keep your eyes open. You're spending too much time sitting in your house doing mantras and meditations. You're not documenting anything. And anyhow, if he's contacting sphere beings or anybody claims anything like that, then by all means document this. You can take pictures. I've done it. I've got pictures of entities. I've done this. My research, interdimensional contact, goes down a different road. Yes, it is about energy and physics. There is a spiritual aspect to this. But the difference with J.P. Moss or Jason Moss with me is I'll take you to the ley line connections. Hot spots on planet Earth where electromagnetic gravity lines are connecting and intersecting on the planet. And like here in England in Ipswich, I went to a forest, and in that hot spot, yep, there were loads of pictures I've taken of mantid-like creatures, alien mantids, mantises, grays, zetas, all the rest show up in my photos. Can't be debunked. But that's not because it's because I'm just so real. It's just because that's how you do it. Stop all this spiritual crap. It's a Reiki thing. I've got to look within. All religions or belief systems are based on a belief system that asks you to do an interpersonal journey within. They'll tell you to do this. Go in, go in, go in. I will say to you, go out, look out, look out. And then people say, but I thought UFO research was about nut and bolt craft from other planets. Well, Jason, you're talking about dimensions. Is that spiritual stuff? And I'm like, no, you're getting this all wrong. There are two different kinds. Hold on a minute. Get down. Sorry. There are two different kinds which way to go with this. There are two different distinctive ways. I am not the spiritual guru guy. I won't ask you to go sit in a room and meditate and close your eyes. I'll ask you to go out there and keep your damn eyes open and keep looking up. Anyways, Benico was there. She was looking at me. She was a field of like a glowing alien human hybrid is the best way to describe this. She was a glowing, her skin, everything about her was glowing like a blue white color. Just, and it was not just glowing, there was heaps of like plasma or fields of plasma light just gooping off her, flowing off, like emanating off her. As I'm going through this experience of loss with someone and an upset in my life, and I'm anguished and I'm hurting, somebody's going out of my life. I can't talk about this, but I felt like I felt really shaken. I was hurting. I was really, really, really. And this poor person is a sweet person who's been through a hell of a lot. I won't say he or she has been through a hell of a lot, and is a good person, a decent human being, a really sweet person, a kind person, has been dealt a really bad hand too many times. And then it's like this person went through a bad episode, bad experience, and there they go, shot, bang, right out of my life. And here I was just, oh, I was like, oh. And then I found myself without the person there anymore. I was this very sweet friend was now gone. And Benico's presence became like an overcharge. Whatever she's made of in the higher dimensions, whatever that is, our matter, many people who don't know physics think that matter is solid. You have a delusion. Matter is not solid. It's comprised of empty space, and it's mostly electrons, electrical fields. So solid matter is not even solid. The Earth itself isn't solid. If you phase your electrons enough out of frequency in your body, just slightly, you'd fall right through to the core of the Earth until it rephased normally. You'd be embedded in solid rock a mile down. Now think of that one. Okay, I mean, this is serious stuff. And so I'm not going down that spiritual stuff. Look, so she was there. It was a good feeling, but she was then these waves of blue white plasma like fields of light energy. Just it was like if you were to imagine it, I don't like using science fiction as an example of anything because it makes me sound like that's all I do all day. Is what I just I don't want to use examples from any film, but it was coming to me. It was surrounding me. It was this energy, and I felt myself draining away in this experience of a loss of this person, this human person here on Earth, and I felt myself draining and draining and draining, and I thought I'm not going to survive. I'm going to die. I can't do this. I can't suffer through this loss. This person's been through too much as it is. It's not this person's fault. And now with all that's going on with the pandemic, COVID-19, so many other issues, and I thought this is just so unfair to see a life end up the way it's going, and it's not that person's fault. And then Benico was like appearing to me in those early days, those first days. I was on my knees, just drained. I was like, "Oh God!" And then she was appearing, and infusing waves of this energy back into me, a lifeline, keeping me alive. Because we need more than just water and food to keep us alive. Following on the science and the physics of it, there are Hindus and Buddhists that have meditated for weeks and months at a time without eating or drinking and live to tell about it. So there's an energy they're tapping into, a pranic, a field energy that they can feed you. The inner body, the soul, but the energy, the spirit, that's not spirit, but this consciousness, this quantum field that you call your soul can feed the physical body, keep it alive. There's lots of things that keep you alive. And she just kept pouring this, and she was glowing. The thing is, she was glowing. She was glowing. Um, Absolutely glowing, just glowing, glowing, and pouring this field of light into me and keeping me on a lifeline. This video may cut off. I've got it on timing limits, so I don't waffle on. Um, if it does, it does. I've made my point. Now I'm just repeating myself. But she just, it was really sweet. But I didn't feel like, oh, it's really sweet. Thank you. I love you back. It was just, I was just, uh, uh, and she was just a constant wave. Standing there, and at night when I slept, I could feel her. I mean, I documented some recordings of her here talking, um, and it was like there she is, there she is. It's her. So it's not imagination. I mean, she was right there, and it kept me alive. It kept me going. Kept me from going down the pan with somebody else. It was sadly so injured by life, and hurt by life. And the traumas and the tragedies. Some of us, unfortunately, have a lot more tragedy and trauma than others, and it's to no fault of our own. We've all known people who are subject to more victimization than others, and don't even like to call themselves victims, but they are. And it's very sad that it happens. It does happen. But there she was. She was just this field. It was like something I really can't. It's hard to describe unless you have like a Stan Winston or hold on a minute. That. Or something like a. You'd have to be like a special effects expert, like Industrial Light and Magic or something, to imagine something like this. I'm sure you've seen this in fantasy films, like mages or wizards or something. It was very much like that. And you often think, well, what is she made of? You think the science person in me often thinks that's not a manifestation of a matter that I from this dimension, not only this world, but this dimension, this universe. But I mean, she was very much there and just glowing, just beaming. The skin, the eyes, the irises, even the hair, everything was glowing, and there was this feel gooping off her. It was coming to me, and I thought, I'm at a critical moment in my life. I'm in a critical phase. I'm at a critical transition at this point. This is a critical transition. So I thought I'd share that. I just thought I'd put that out here for you. And I'm fed by the energy. I feel better. I just think that needed sharing. Anyhow, that's my video. Thank you for watching.